Let us begin with the Carrie Prejean sex tape shocker. Dun, dun, dun. Of course, this comes fresh on the heels of us learning that the new queen of family values made a graphic tape. TMZ today posted excerpts of Prejean's new tell-all book, which, among other things, bashes pornography. Hyla, when I hear that, I'm thinking it's about time to officially crown her Carrie Prejean Miss Hypocrite 2009.
AJ, you're giving her way too much credit. She's not a hypocrite. She's an idiot. She already dealt with this with topless photos. She just made the same mistake again. She completely lost her mind. I don't give her any credit for this. She should know better. If you take topless photos, they're going to come out. If you make a sex video, it's going to come out. These are no-brainers.
Yeah, know what you're writing when you're writing it. Know that other stuff is going to get out there. Very good point. Well, I'd like to flash you back now, if I may. Carrie Prejean, of course, became a lightning rod earlier this year when she gave a controversial answer at the Miss USA pageant about whether same-sex marriage should be legalized. Watch this.
In my family, I believe that a marriage should be between a man and a woman. No offense to anybody out there, but that's how I was raised, and that's how I think that it should be between a man and a woman.
Yeah, the good old opposite marriage question answer, that made her, of course, a hero to champions of family values everywhere, but then, of course, came along the sex tape, and now listen to what we learned today about what she writes about in her new book. I love this quote. Our bodies are temples of the Lord. We should earn respect and admiration for our hearts, not for showing skin to look sexy. I have since learned that your outer beauty can only get you so far in life. Megan, I mean, are you with me on the hypocritical idea here? Is there any way for Carrie Prejean to redeem herself?
Well, hey, I agree with the statement. It's a good statement.
Yeah.
And maybe she has indeed seen the light. Rumors are that this tape was possibly shot a couple years ago. We're still not hearing all the details. AJ, I'm still waiting for her to come out and talk about it. I would like her to admit that she made a mistake and then deal with those consequences. I mean, I just think honesty is the best policy. Days continue to go by and she's still not speaking about it. She's going to need to sooner or later.
But you do get the impression that her actions sort of show that she's aware of some hypocrisy. She was demanding $1 million from the Miss USA pageant after she sued him for firing her. But then, of course, she dropped the whole thing like a hotcake when they showed that they had the sex tape. Up until then, Carrie was making her living, doing the rounds, speaking on the circuit about family values. She even got canned as a key speaker for family values at a conference that happened in New Jersey over the weekend. And at many of those conferences, she talked about that infamous gay marriage answer. Let's watch this.
In my head, I was thinking, God, why is this question being asked? But you know what? I'm going to deal with this question. I'm going to answer it to the best of my ability, stay true to who I am, what I believe, and the way that I was raised. And that's it.
Yeah. And you hear say true to who I am, the way that I was raised, which is really in stark contrast, I would think, to having a sex tape. And now with the sex tape out, Hyla, I'm thinking, you know, what's going to happen with her career here? Somebody would have to be nuts to hire her now to speak on family values.
Well, I have to disagree with Megan. I think she has been talking about it. I mean, she's completely being hypocritical, as we're saying here. And no one can defend her now. You can make a mistake with topless photos. I think a lot of young women get caught up in the modeling business. They make a mistake, they get manipulated, and they do that with the topless photos. In terms of a sex tape, no. I mean, there's too many things in a row here that shows who she really is as a person. And I'll be interested to see, you know, what the conservative talking heads say about her now. Are the Bill O'Reillys in the world going to continue to defend her like they have?
Brooke, you're the voice of reason here. Let me ask you, is anybody really ever going to be able to take Carrie Prejean seriously again? She's got the deck stacked against her.
It's going to be difficult, AJ, and I happen to agree with Megan here. I really think that she needs to own up to her skeletons in the closet, talk about them openly, and then try to move on with her life and with her career. But even so, it's going to be very difficult. I think a lot of people are not going to respect her or listen to her because of her actions, AJ.